Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Sitake pregame. Coach mentioned they are still without their top running back here today. They are coming off a bye week, so they have been able to get some crucial reps with their backup. Their running back showed some real composure, more patience at the line of scrimmage, and just reading things a little better through these last couple of weeks of practice. We'll see if he's able to put all of that out there on the field today here in the first. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the BYU Cougars offense will have the football first. Now for the first time in this one, we see Kyler Casper, the transfer from Oregon. They'll be looking to him, and he'll probably be an eye on the other side in this great matchup of wideouts.
We've got two receivers playing in this game, two of the best in the entire country. Two guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors. They know the system. They have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is Biletnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head, and we got that stage today.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pulls it in down the middle. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. BYU with the 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Moss. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give is to Williams. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right side, it's Moss. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick give, it's Moss. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll ride him again. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the play fake, Dylan Raiola. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's a gift to Joyner. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Through the noise, Raiola tries to get him set. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Throwing Raiola. Got his man. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. From the red zone, it's Williams. It's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him.
What a lucky break for the run. I can't imagine what goes.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Here's Raiola to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Deep in the end zone, it's Moss. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Trying to get the corner. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Takes the easy completion. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hacks to the football. They've got their hands full.
And BYU will get the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Left side is Phillips. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Moving the pocket, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I know he makes it look easy, but trust me, it's not. For him to run the post route like that and then locate the ball in the air, out-jump a defender on a 50-50 ball, and have the hand strength to reel that one in, that is impressive.
Turns it upfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing. And again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
The snap sets up to throw. He's got it down the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Looking to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Raiola to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Drops back on first down. Finds his man down the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Now staring at a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll heave it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Red Raiders sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Raiola. This time he's got him. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. He's at the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Sells the run, looking to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 12 team, the Kansas State Wildcats.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll give it to Joyner. Runs through a tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on third down. Finds his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Quarterback changing the play. Raiola from the gun on third down. Fires left. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Moves to his right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Upstairs to make the catch. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. The run inside. It's Coleman Williams. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's Raiola to throw. He's got it on the run. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Here's Joyner. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moss. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Out wide right, it's Phillips. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the option, he keeps it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Unloads to the right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Straight ahead, it's Danzy. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right side, it's Gentry. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Play action, Dylan Raiola. Got his man. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here's Raiola to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Hudson. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. And they decide to trot out the kicker. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And the returner is stopped. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Out wide right, it's Casper. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Moss. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wide receiver going in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Moss.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And BYU will get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires on the move. Got his man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. BYU lines up quickly.
But you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cougars! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. There's some daylight. He's got the first down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Hand off to Joyner. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. There's a crease. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Nickelback on the field, looking past as they try to keep this a one-possession game in the 4th. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations,
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Not sure what good can come out of passing here. Complete. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.